All right, YouTube, Jeff Lindsay in the garage. It is Saturday the 28th of October. It's about 1 o'clock p.m. and we're just dragging around a little bit today. Yesterday afternoon, Friday, we came out, we put the hinges on the doors, hung the doors, and we've just got the doors loosely bolted on, basically just hand tight, and pull the doors together. Not sure how I need to go about this. I'll watch some video and maybe ask some questions about trying to get these doors adjusted and right, which I'm not extremely concerned about them getting them just perfect yet, because I got a long way to go on the fenders. I can work back into a little bit, so we may post this video and try to get a little feedback. A lot of adjustment on those hinges, up and down, back and to, front to back, on both parts of it, on the door part and on the part that mounts to the car itself. So that'll be a little bit of a learning curve there, trying to figure out how to adjust them doors and all, but we'll hack away at it till we figure something out. Not too bad, I don't think. Not too bad. I mean, they actually, big old heavy doors, man. You need two people really messing with them things, or either you need some kind of a thing that'll hold that door that you can roll it up to the car and jack it up and down. But I didn't have one, so I just kind of tried to bull that thing in there and get them started. So, all right, you two, we'll get off here and quit talking so much and try to get a little something done. Only one layer of paint on these fenders, so it won't be as bad. We scratched around a little bit yesterday afternoon, and it's just that silver. So I think both of these fenders were probably replaced, and they just shot it over there with that silver when they tried to paint it and get rid of the car, I'm assuming. So that's what we're up to today. Hopefully we can get a little bit done. We'll bring you back. All right, YouTube, Jeff Lindsay in the garage. Saturday the 28th. Probably took about 20 minutes to strip that fender. And that's down to the metal. You can see, needs to be wiped down, which I'll go over that with 80 or whatever. But that's just the outside. We're still gonna work on the inside some. No damage, no Bondo, no filler, no nothing. A good fender, thankfully. I'm gonna take my little die grinder and put some 40 on it and go in here. I didn't want to get around these holes and them sharp edges and take a chance on messing that up. That's the only one I've got. So, besides the one that's about half gone. But I didn't want to get in there and do that. So I'll take my little die grinder with a little 40 grit disc and go in there, or even wire wheel, whichever one works the best. These little deals here, they're pretty good. All right, we'll bring you back. All right, YouTube, Jeff Lindsay in the garage, still on Saturday. We decided to bring the fender outside and do a little sandblasting in these areas. And I'll be honest with you, I had not had much luck with this pot blaster. It was just not doing a very good job. Well, it turned out it wasn't the pot's fault. It was my fault for not having the right media. What I did was I actually got some media from work called glass bead, and it's very coarse, or it's a lot more so than what I had been using. And I just kind of etched the inside of this real quick. But what I wanted to do was get in these areas here where it's just hard to get a wire wheel and all. And I mean, it made quick work of those areas. All around the headlight area right here, I mean, it's clean as a whistle. That is extremely impressive. And it took only literally just I mean, right time those glass beads get on it, they are doing damage. I mean, not damage, but doing some good, you know what I mean. Anyway, I etched along the bottom there where there was so much old dirt and crud and stuff around these inner fender parts, all up in here. I mean, I hope that shows up good, because it is, I'm impressed with it. In these little recessed areas around the side light, the side markers, extremely impressed. I hope it didn't etch it too much. It's pretty rough stuff. I'll go over it and make sure there's not anything that I missed, but I'm digging on that pretty well. Digging on it pretty well. And you can kind of see the difference right here where it was etched along these edges and not right there. Big difference. Big difference. That whole top inside panel. So pretty happy about that, YouTube. We'll bring you along. All right, YouTube, got the fender back in the shop. Got it blown out good. I got all the sand out of the inside. Flipped it over and put the DA on this thing and cleaned it on up. And I mean, it's sharp now. It's shiny. I like it. Did a good job on that fender there. Them glass beads and that stripping disc. Made quick work of it. Tickled with it. You can see right here, from about here to here, in this area, that little area where the dent was, we kind of tapped it back out from the inside, and there is some little old bumpy things in there. I'm pretty sure I'll probably have to body fill that. I just don't think my skill set will allow me to get that as good as that. I just don't see it happening. So we'll put epoxy on it, and once we put our primer, you know, we'll guide coat. Just, you know, whenever we do the final body work, we'll take care of the little things, little imperfections like that, and big imperfections wherever they might be lurking. All right, YouTube, gonna take a little break. Take it easy for a little while. It'll be more of the same on the other fender. If it goes as good as this one did, we'll be in good shape pretty quick. We'll probably get back out here this afternoon and try, maybe not to complete it, but at least to get started on it, and you know, and then we'll run into tomorrow and hopefully get both of them done, and at least in epoxy. Whether we try to hang them or not, I doubt we'll be able to, but we'll have next week in the evenings to try to worry about that. There'll be all those, I call them J-clips, to go into here and all that once, you know, at some point. I'm not sure exactly when I'll try to, you know, I don't know if I need to put those on and epoxy over them or wait till the final deal, everything's painted, and then do assembly. I'll have to do some checking in on that. So, but pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. All right, YouTube, it's a dusty mess in the shop again. Even though we've done most of it outside, we had a little blowback. We'll get that other fender out here this evening and go to work on it. Maybe it'll go just as good as the other one. Hi, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, Jeff Lindsay in the garage. It is the 29th of October. We just come out. Still feeling a little stiff. It's about lunchtime. Try to get moving around a little bit, see if we can get loosened up. Just couldn't stand it. We went ahead and stuck the fender on just to kind of see where we're at. If you'll recall, we had all the subframe issues. We found out it wasn't the subframe that originally came on the car, and not remembering if all this stuff was put together the right way or not. We wanted to just kind of fit it real quick, see where we're at. Our two top mounting points there and the one in the bottom are all lining up. We're lined up good with the core here with these two. And our headlight bucket, everything's lining up. We've got one bolt in there and the other one's lined up just right. So It all kind of looks good from here. We're going to just proceed as we have been going with the fenders and try to get them in epoxy here as soon as possible. We were shooting by the end of the month, but that's probably not going to happen. But we still going to give it a, we're going to give it a go. We're going to drag that one out, start stripping on it. This one is pretty much done. It's ready, except for, we're going to try to do a little bit of work in this area right here and see just how good we can get it, and that'll let us use as little filler as possible on that one little area. Other than that, that's the only spot on the fender that I have found. Everything else is pretty fair, pretty smooth. All right, YouTube, we have progress. We'll bring you along. All right, YouTube, Jeff Lynn's in the garage with you Sunday the 29th, 5 p.m. We're going to call this a day, a video, a week. What we decided to do was try to body work that place there as good as we could, and it's not terrible. It's probably about as much as I can get out of it for my skill set. I don't think it'll take near as much filler now. So that's what we did. And what else we did, we went ahead and adjusted the door out the best we could get it for now. Just trying to see what kind of gaps we're going to end up with. For the initial mock-up, I don't think it's too terrible bad. A little bit close at the top right in here, but not much. It's pretty decent. We came on down and went ahead and mounted the fender at all the mount points. We shimmed the top a little bit. We mounted here, both bolts in here, bottom bolts, and tried to adjust that gap also. And it's not terrible. I'm really pleased with it for the first attempt. We do have some adjusting to do, or still some adjustment left on the door and the fender, so I believe we can even get it a little bit better than what it is. Obviously this is not the first or last time. It's the first but not the last time this will be done. So one area of concern is here. I'm not sure if this is out or this is down, or maybe a little of both, but we do have a little bit of mismatch in this area. But right in here, I mean, it jumps right back in line, and it's matched pretty well all the way down to the rocker. I know it's hard to see up under there, but it is, trust me, it's pretty good for my ability. So it looks like everything's gonna go together good on this side of the car. We're real happy with it. One reason we didn't do much more on this is I ran completely out of tack rags. I threw my last one away. So we decided we'd body work this a little bit. We got our high spots filed down, and we tried to bring up the low spots a little bit. That was my first attempt at doing that. Nothing really to brag about, but I think it'll be fine with just a little bit of filler now. I don't believe it'll take too much. Thank you, Roger, again. Appreciate that. So we're going to upload this video, let you look at what little bit we got done this weekend. Next weekend we'll get after it again some during the week, hopefully. So that's where we at. Got another fender to strip. Got this one to get in epoxy. Got some tack rags ordered on the way. And we'll keep motivating. Thank everybody for watching the videos, subscribing, liking, and commenting, of course. And I appreciate everybody's help. Hi, YouTube. Everybody have a good week.